I am the full package. I have a great job, I exercise, I eat well, I am financially stable, I'm independent, I've done so much work on myself. So I do not understand, where is the man? Where is that man that's supposed to match me, that's supposed to mirror me? All of my friends are telling me that you are so amazing, you're doing all the right things. Where is the guy? And hence all the women are asking, where are all the good men? So today we're going to talk about the mirror principle and why, as a successful woman who is that full package, you're not able to attract what you want in terms of men. Hi, I'm Anna Rova. I am a feminine embodiment coach and I'm founder of Claimed, where I coach women into attracting an ideal committed masculine man so they can have, so that man matches your full package. So I see this a lot, and actually came up in one of our group coaching calls today, where a woman says, Anna, I don't understand this mirror principle thing. Like, how does it work? Because I'm doing all the things, I'm loving my life, I'm an amazing woman, I'm super successful, and I'm exercising, I'm doing all this, checking all the boxes. I don't understand. How am I not like mirroring the men that I'm meeting? Because the men that I'm meeting, and here's an example, usually women like that either meet men who are less than, so are less successful than them, they get intimidated by their success. Basically, these women tell them what to do and boss them around, and therefore they're unattractive, and I call these men in their feminine. Or they're attracting men who are in their masculine, who are attractive, who are successful in ambition but emotionally unavailable, so they're not ready for a relationship. And it's a really frustrating place to be. I've been in that place myself for sure. And so let's talk about this. What is actually happening? And let's dissect this whole mirror principle that is so common and so popular today. So how the mirror principle works is, let me explain this through the image of an iceberg, right? So the iceberg is, a huge piece of ice that you only see 10% of it at the top, right? And what's underneath all of that is the 90% that we don't see. And so the mirror principle, how the mirror principle works, and for those of you who don't know, mirror principle basically means that whoever you're attracting, you're mirroring that. But the mirror principle is basically working not on the surface level. So that's why a lot of women who are like, well, I've got a client, which was, when she said that, it really landed for me and for so many women that I feel like that is the problem today. She said, I thought I just need to work hard and then everything is going to happen for me, right? So she just worked and worked and worked. She was the A+ student. She got all the degrees, she got the job, she's on the top of the ladder, like she's made it. And then just like so many women, you get to that top and you're looking around and everybody else perhaps is already married and you're like, what the hell, like something isn't connecting. I thought that if I worked hard and ticked all the boxes that everybody else told me, starting from my parents and society and culture, and lean in and do the work and be the girl boss, just go for it. I thought if I just do that, and I've done it, where's my man? Why am I not happy? I want to get married, I want to have children, so on and so forth. And so the mirror principle works in this way, that the mirror principle works actually mirroring what's underneath the iceberg, what's below the surface. Let me explain. So this woman today was like, I'm the full package, I don't understand, where is he, right? So, and how we know, the mirror principle works like this. You got to look around at what kind of men you're attracting, right? So if you're attracting men who are less than what you want, through the mirror principle, we know that something's going on deep down inside of you that's attracting those types of men. And usually, for example, if you're attracting those men who are emotionally unavailable, not ready for a relationship, not ready for intimacy, ghosting you, whatever that is, there's always a pattern, right? The pattern is telling you what's actually going on inside. Because every single man that you meet and get involved with for one reason or another is telling you something that you need, that is a reflection of you. And it's a really hard pill to swallow, but this is how it works. That's why a lot of these single successful women that I work with, when we drop down inside, so many of them still have that little girl story. I'm not good enough for a great man to come into my life. I don't feel worthy of a great man. And a lot of them just get scared when they actually meet that opportunity. They meet that man. In fact, that man can actually come and like ask to take them out and ask for their number and then run away. Or they self-sabotage. Because being in a healthy relationship with a committed masculine man doesn't feel true to them. They don't feel ready. They feel they're not good enough and they self-sabotage. So this is how the mirror principle works. It's not like, okay, on the surface, let me check all the boxes and then let me meet my equal. And then sometimes you do meet your equal on the surface, but then he turns out that he's not ready for a relationship or whatever. So all of these men that you're meeting, and look for a pattern, because a pattern tells you that, holy shit, again and again and again, I'm in the same situation. Time to look at that and actually deal with that, right? Because it's not that I'm the full package, right? And when I'm going to be the full package, when I'm going to be ideal weight, whatever these goals, then I'm going to meet him. It doesn't work like that. It all comes down to how do you feel about yourself deep down inside as a woman, whether you feel worthy of a great relationship and a great man. What is your belief system about yourself and about men, right? So that's how the mirror principle works. So I want you to, if you're single and you're like wondering what the hell is wrong with me, am I broken? A lot of women ask that. I want you to sit down and look right now. So I have this exercise with all the women that I work with. I want you to look right now what kind of men you're attracting at the moment. What's not working there? What's the pattern? And also look back at what kind of men you've been attracting and what has been the pattern in those dynamics as well. This will tell you, this is the mirror principle, this will tell you how, so let's say if your pattern is I'm attracting emotionally unavailable men, ask yourself the question through the mirror principle. How might I be showing that within myself? How I might be myself emotionally unavailable? And you will see that you dig down inside, and I know this through coaching hundreds of women. That's what I do with women. That's my superpower through feminine embodiment, that you will see that most of the time, if you're attracting those types of men, the issue is not with the men, the issue is within you. Because there's plenty of women around you, I'm sure that they're not even as successful as you or haven't even ticked all the boxes. They are with great men. Why? Because deep down inside, for some reason, and we won't go into details, in their system, in the belief system, they feel that they're good enough, they're worthy of that kind of a relationship and that kind of a man, right? So you got to sit with that question. How am I not emotionally available myself? And you'd be surprised that deep down inside, when we uncover and discover all of that, boils down to I don't trust men, I don't believe that men are worthy, I don't believe that I'm worthy. And another thing that I want to share with you here, a quick tip that I shared with my client, she's like, well, so that means that, when I meet my committed masculine man, he will be ready. The man will be ready. And I'm like, no, reframe. When I am ready, I will meet my committed masculine man. That's why I always say when I work with women, every man that you meet as you do this work will be better than the previous one. Because as you reframe your belief system about men, but mostly about yourself, the men will show up. The great men will show up. So that's the work that needs to be done. So mirror principle, sit down with it, comment below this video, or if you're listening to this, send me a message on Instagram and tell me what you're seeing. And if you have any more questions, I can help you figure this out. And if you are ready to take the next step, I explain a 4-step process on how to start attracting committed masculine men in my methodology of EFP, which is embodied feminine polarity, and how to do this work. So you can go to claim.com/training to sign up for a free webinar. That's about 40 minutes, I believe. And then at the end of this webinar, you're going to have more information. If this is something that you want to do, if this resonates with you, there's going to be an invitation to sign up for a free call to see whether we can work together. All right, thanks so much, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, or just subscribe to the podcast so you can receive more episodes like this. Thank you. Bye.